Okay.
It's not actually
So
super loud.
if I speak, am I heard? Well,
Yes.
I mean, not that there's anybody here at the moment, right?
Yeah, because that's why we need to do the whole
That's why we spam the chats.
exactly.
I get it.
Unless someone has like notifications turned on or something, but like I don't know why they would,
I
to be
also have
honest.
to I also have to mute this stream. I just heard my own voice and it made me want to throw up.
Yeah, I should have said that. Yeah, don't make sure that you do that. Yeah. When I first started streaming, it would took me
Yeah.
like basically what happened was it'd be like I'd be on the stream and then I would listen to the stream and then the stream would echo and I'd be like, "Why is my stream echoing? What's wrong with my stream?" Like why does it keep echoing and everything? And then I
Yeah.
realized that it was because I had my stream on and it was like listening to the audio of my computer and then just going in a big
That
circle and I
that's
felt
pretty funny.
so stupid. Just like the stupidest person ever. Uh, okay, so we are in a PVT, yeah, here for the LMSL Season 3. All Discords have been alerted that I'm in at least, so this is basically the best viewership we're going to get right now.
Can't
Uh,
even see the number of viewers at the moment.
it looks
Oh,
like it's
it's
us.
one person. Is it me? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's okay. It's fine. Maybe people will show up. It's okay. We don't do this for the views. We're not, whatever. But just to kind of clarify for if anyone's watching the VOD afterwards and is wondering, Poon or Pants, as you guys always loved him, is a little too busy to cast this season. So instead of using my brother, I've decided to use my dad instead. So how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good there.
That was a good impression of my dad.
Just made some barbecue chicken for dinner and undercooked it.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna start the Discord or not Discord. Sorry, I'm gonna start the replay and I'll cast it, or I'll introduce the bottom.
All right.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so the yellow Terran player, hailing all the way from Germany, it is GFG. Okay, go for it.
And the blue Protoss player, hailing from I'm not really sure, is a gent.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also not sure where Gent is from either. Um,
A gent, let us know where you're from, man.
I think they. I don't even remember if they played on EU or NA. So yeah, last season I did this thing where I was like, "Hey, everyone, tell me like where you're from and everything," but it was just such a pain to like try and get 32 people to tell me what country they're from that I was just like, "We're not gonna do it again." So
Yeah. You have
GF,
to create a spreadsheet that you can quick reference.
it was pretty much actually that's exactly what it is. So GFG is actually one of the only people that have actually been playing in all 3 seasons of the LMSL. So I just
Oh my
wanted to give that
god,
a
a
special shout out.
veteran.
Yeah.
Give him a little golf clap here. Congrats, GFG. Welcome back.
So this is kind of a. It seems like a really fast scout. I was too busy thinking about how GFG had been in so many of the LMSLs that I didn't actually check, but I think it was a pylon scout, and Agent is not like rallying into gas. He just kind of put 2 in right away. So this is not necessarily super standard Protoss play. Not that I'm a super Protoss expert or anything, but Whoa,
Is that
Hellbat King
is
subscribed. Man, you shouldn't waste
wow?
your money on this.
I
Thank you, though.
remember. I remember Hellbat King from probably the first season
Yeah, and
for
he actually
you
won the
guys.
second season.
But I mean, I don't think I casted during the second season. But I definitely casted a Hellbat King game. So I'm
Yes.
sure he's happy to hear my voice again, even though Poons is so much more pleasing, you know?
y yeah, you casted him playing against Papa Panda in the finals. Actually, I think. I don't think it was. I think it was before the LMSL, to be honest.
It probably was, yeah. Papa Panda rings a bell for sure. Is he playing this
Yes,
season?
Papa Panda is
Nice.
playing. Hellbat King is too high level to play in this one, so he yeah.
Okay. Right on.
So GFG is. Oh, never mind. I thought he was sending the Marine out, which would be super weird. There's no
Getting his
Reaper.
factory out.
Yeah, so he skipped the Reaper. He's going reactored Marines. No bunker, which is a little dangerous. But his opponent did go Nexus before core, so that's basically best case scenario. GFG didn't scout that though, so I don't know. I guess he's just a dangerous dude.
You know, it's the first game of the season. Maybe he's just got to work out some of the kinks. But it's gonna pay off fine for I think, at least early on.
Yeah, I say you're right. If Agent sends this stalker right across the map, and it's not going across the map, I want to really, since I've learned how to follow units, I want to follow units, but no one's sending any units across the map. Ah, there's an observer going across the map. Look at this sick follow. Mm, so the observer is going to slowly go across
Beautiful.
the map, and GFG is waiting for it. If he's got a scan available and sees it, I somehow I doubt it, but if he pulls that off, that would be absolutely sick.
I think I think my in-game is behind yours because I'm just now seeing the observer come out, but we don't have to worry about that right now. I'll go
Wait,
based on
that's not possible. That's the second observer.
Are you,
There's an
yes.
observer over. Yeah,
I
okay.
see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah,
Just so
scared me
everybody
there.
knows, I haven't opened this game since a year ago. I played a 3v3 with Jeff and Tristan, so
They don't know Tristan's name. They know my name, but they don't know. They
Poon,
don't know.
sorry.
Yeah, they
Well, now
don't
they
know
know
Poon's
not
name.
only his first name. You're gonna find his thirst trap Instagram.
So I really like this sending the Hellion out off of the right side because he's gonna scout for a third base. Make sure that there is
Yeah.
one, because if there's not, Protoss is about to do some scary shenanigans to you. But luckily there is one, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And then on the other side, so if you can put a little bit of pressure with this Hellion, make Agent look over there, and then he can run in with this medevac here. Because the Widow Mine drop is coming in, boosting. And drop. Oh, there it is. Oh, and it's with Cloak too. I didn't even notice. So
See,
two go
couple
down.
probes picked up there. And is he into the main?
Yeah, he's got one in the main.
He's one in the main too.
Oh, that was a huge shot. That
Ooh,
was 11.
That was, ooh, that was
11
big money.
or 9 probes? 9, sorry, that was 9. And the medevac escapes. So basically
Oh,
this is
wow.
unfortunate for Agent. Hellion can't make it in though. One Hellion, it takes 3 shots to kill a probe. So very unlikely that it would do any damage, but still pretty crazy.
GFG with just some huge value there.
Third base is a little late, but once you're doing this kind of damage, not that big of a deal. And SCV production is off rhythm, which also is a little painful. But I mean, when you kill that many probes, it doesn't even matter. Like Terran is actually ahead. Oh wait, oh I'm so glad I just looked over here by accident. In the main, Maddie, I don't know if you saw it, but GG gets called. Did you see it?
No, I must have missed. Did he pick up some more of the probes? What happened?
Okay, wait, let's go back. I don't mean to make fun of Agent or anything, but look at the Robo in the main base.
Yeah.
Okay, so ready? Do you see the Widow Mine running in?
I sure do. Yep.
So
Beautiful. Oh.
Yeah. So
Yikes.
nice game won by GFG. And now, if you watch the stream, I actually made a new screen because people were getting upset that we would go into darkness when I change replays. So I've actually made a new screen so that people don't have to complain about that anymore. And then we can go into game number 2. So I need you to leave that replay perfect.
I've never heard your mom say that.
She hasn't. It's actually a lie. It's what I really wish for. And then once we jump out of this, so once we get into the game, okay, now the amazing screen will leave, and we're a professional organization here at the LMSL.
Wow.
Okay, so now I have to see if I can remember how to do the score. I can. Spawning in the top right, the yellow Terran currently up 1-0. It is GFG.
This the score didn't. Oh, it did change on the stream.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
not on
have
mine.
to do it
Sorry.
yourself.
In the bottom left, the blue Protoss, a gent, trailing by 1 game.
If you want to do that yourself, Maddie, Katurkle
it's okay.
and any of the numbers will change the bottom person, and Shift and any of the numbers will change the top person.
Oh, okay. Nifty. That's nice, I guess, for me to keep track of myself.
I mean, we are going to start getting into like best of 5s and best of 3s in like maybe a month and a half, so there's
It'll be
definitely
nice
a
to,
possibility that you want to keep
There's
that.
a benefit to it.
Mm-hmm.
That also just keeps me engaged because I don't know how to play this game. So
Well, I mean, you know better than maybe people who have never touched computers before.
I mean, possibly.
Mm.
You don't know. Maybe there's some virtuoso out there. You know.
Did you see the probe and the SCV kiss?
I sure did.
And yeah, so
We're
looking
gonna.
pretty standard for both of them. GFG's SCV is gonna finish at a weird time because normally they sync up better with the barracks. Oh, he got the probe.
Lost
Ooh,
the probe,
unfortunate
huh?
for Agent. And
And this SCV getting a pretty good look
dub
inside the base here.
and he sees double gate before Cybernetic score, and someone
No,
throws down a cheeky cheese on the ramp. So, I mean, I'm going to agree with this. I don't know if Agent, because Agent's sending another probe across the map, I don't know if he was anticipating to cheese with that probe, accidentally lost it, and then had the trouble with it. But he's going to where I would take my third base, and it looks like he's going to proxy. Oh, now it's the fourth, or maybe fifth or sixth base. So I don't know. What do you think he's gonna proxy?
you know, uh, Dark Zealots or whatever, Dark Templars, DTs.
DT is definitely possible. He's two. Oh wait, he's 3-1 on gas. I've
We
never seen
should
that
we
before
do
in my
our
life, but
first wager of the season?
oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm putting my cash on DTs. I think.
Uh,
And Sunny D 425 in chat says voids.
I mean, I think it probably is gonna be voids too, but it's just it's a little late. But I guess he's getting the gas. I actually gotta be honest, I'm not sure how much a Stargate costs because I don't care, and apparently I can't actually uh, find that out at this moment. So yeah, the engineering bay was actually pulled off perfectly. Like it's almost at 99%, which is
No, it was
exactly.
a yeah. I was gonna say it was a very healthy engineering bay.
And agents just in a
Couple
bit of a rough. Oh,
gates.
it's gates. Huh. Interesting.
Gates, so it's just gonna be zealots.
Probably stalkers.
That makes sense. Okay.
But no blink or anything, so I don't know. I guess he's just gonna walk right into a bunker, and it's a little rough for a Protoss player to do that. If he can burst it down, like if GFG's not ready for, why does he not have any more production?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stargate, Starport. Pardon me.
Oh, there's the starport. Okay, starport's a little later. I like the tech lab. Hopefully, I hope he gets tanks. If he thinks this is void rays, which could definitely be possible, he might get. No, there's a tank. Okay. GFG is reading this well. Did he scout it? No, he didn't. So this is a lot of stalkers.
That is a lot of stalkers.
Like a scary amount of stalkers, to be honest.
Yeah, if I were GFG and he doesn't know what's up, so I guess I wouldn't be scared.
Yeah, but the tank is pretty much finished. If he can burst this down. Okay, move command, not the best. Trying to pull back the wounded stalker. Okay, there goes the bunker. So now the Marines can be kited for days, but the tank's going to stop that.
Yeah. Ooh, don't take any more tank hits. Okay.
Oh, do I have to... Okay, there we go. So, yeah. I guess that tank popped out and was the MVP, like, right at the best time. And, hey, you didn't make a prediction on the stream, did you?
No,
Okay, and I didn't either,
I was gonna say that we should. Proxy Void bad now. Pipes up. Shoo you.
She's a streamer, Diamond One Terran. She's actually gonna be playing tonight too, so we're gonna
Oh,
cast
nice.
her game
Well,
afterwards.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So this is actually super interesting. Agent is transitioning out of this, and GFG's floating a fair amount of minerals, but he's going for a really cheeky Banshee cloak. So
Oh yeah, cloak.
I'm, again, like, you know, I try to really not know what happens in these series, so I don't know what's going to happen, but there's a robo already started and almost finishing, so I feel like there should be at least one observer out. Getting charge, because, I mean, charge zealots are super strong.
You alright?
Yeah, until Terran gets, like, stim or something, and even then they can still be a bit of a bother, I would say.
Yeah. Hey Jeff,
GFG. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
for for those of us that haven't played StarCraft 2 in say a year,
Uh huh.
what are the major balance changes that we should have maybe looked up before joining our friend on stream?
I mean, there hasn't been a major patch for like over a year now, I think. But
Okay.
the big patches that how I would describe it is I don't even know if it's necessarily the patch, but Sky Toss is a lot more viable now and is at least seen as being a bit more of like a good tool from the
It's a
Protoss.
distinguished build, not for the
Not
rabble.
just for the Bronzos, yeah. Cuz
Yeah.
and also Void Ray build time and cost were decreased, so like there's more Void Ray rushes, but we don't have to worry about that here because instead it was like a blinkless stalker, which honestly this is not a build that I've really ever seen before. Because you if I was actually thinking it, I would think this would be like a rushed 3-gate robo or something, maybe with a
Yeah.
fourth gate as the proxy. But with a rush charge, so GFG spots that there is charge, and what he really wants to do now is make like a wall or something and prepare for a war prism. But he's got the cloak banshees moving across the map, so I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just kind of calling this that these banshees are going to do an insane amount of damage because Agent is not ready for them at all.
Uh, no detectors, no
Oh,
right?
actually, GFG somehow used all the energy on a Banshee. I don't know how that he could possibly have done that, other than turning on Cloak the moment it came out. But
A
so
little bit of a stagger in the cloak. Yeah. I think, unless right now Agent has no reason to begin defending against them, so unless he goes in and attacks with them right now, he doesn't have
oh,
he
okay,
might
so
not actually
he
build up a defense. He pulled his probes and warped his stalkers back.
yeah, so that's called recall. So he recalls the
Yeah.
stalkers. The Marines check. If we look in the middle of the map, the Marines are now checking to see that the army did indeed go home, and he would see that the pressure is alleviated. But Agent is actually getting a third base, which is good. GFG doesn't have one landed, but GFG somehow has more workers. Again, maybe Agent doesn't have. Ooh, that was really lucky. 19, or no, sorry, 23 HP on the Banshee. Agent might not have both of his Nexi hotkeyed. Oh, and he's 32 and 10 on the main saturation. Uh,
Yeah. That was from
unfortunate.
pulling his probes off his natural
And
there.
then forgot to put them back.
Yeah.
We've all been there before. Hate to see it happen.
We certainly have, yeah.
I'm getting better at actually pulling my probes because or not probes, I play Terran, so SCVs. But I used to never do that. I used to be just like the moment that someone comes in and be like, all right, let's just go attack, go attack, my dudes. But
Oh yeah.
now I pull them away and put them back to work, and it's such a better task because I actually have an economy now. Like it's so much
Yeah.
smarter.
Oh. Well, that's what happens as we get older. We get smarter.
Yeah.
Get wiser. Um,
This is a pretty big attack.
this is a pretty big attack. I wasn't expecting this much of a commitment right away, but he's gonna try
Oh,
and
he
draw
picked
the
up that
stalkers
War
back.
Prism. The War Prism is the only form of tech, if we can even really call it that, because it's not really.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna get this
the
third.
Cheeto
I think
dust,
it's
too.
largely. Uh-oh.
There's a couple. Oh, I'm already zoomed out as much as I can be. There's a couple of skill batteries here. All he really needs to do is throw down the skill battery overcharge, but I think that it's over. And it is. GG gets called. Agent falls to the losers round, or the learners round, as I like to call it. And GFG moves to the winners. So, okay, we're going back to the very professional screen, and we're going to jump into a PVZ. Both of the people that we're about to cast here, Maddie, are new this season, so I don't know really anything about them, to be honest.
Damn. Well, we can speculate on their character based upon their screen names.
Absolutely. One of them plays Terran, one of them plays Zerg, one of them plays Protoss, so they're probably bad dudes for not playing the best race, but other than that, I'm sure that they're fine.
Just bad people in general, but overall, pretty good.
So spawning on the bottom left of Jagannatha, the Teal Zerg. I think he might be Canadian, but for some reason I might be making that up on my own. It's I think it's risen from the ashes. I think maybe I'm not exactly sure, but it is Xanity. Risen community. Sorry, that's what it is.
And in the top right, the periwinkle colored Protoss, it's Mischief.
Playing for X Rats. Don't you see the
Is
cute little rat?
oh, I do see the cute little rat.
Okay, so Mischief is doing the low ground wall, which is common in Protoss vs Zerg because it helps you get
Yeah.
your natural and everything.
Oh
But
yeah.
I really don't know a lot about this matchup, to be honest. Or really, Zerg vs Zerg is also my really bad one. But Xanady is expanding. This expand should finish around the 2-minute mark. That's
Yeah.
how I know that it's a hatch first when I come in and scout in my Zerg games. And, ooh, he's even microing his workers. I like that. This guy's good.
Damn.
Oh, wait. Yeah. He microed the worker. I like that. That was awesome. So Mischief's coming in. It's not a super early probe scout, so he can't block the nat. No big deal. And he's basically just going to check to see if there's a spawning pool. And then I think he hangs out here until around the Zerglings popping out. And then he leaves, and then he comes back to see if there's creep spread or queen inject.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all that is very valuable information
Well, because if you
to the right person.
well, if they inject with the queen, that means that they're most likely going to be building more workers and might be aggressive
Yeah.
after that. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, so he
For
is
sure.
staying. He is staying. Excellent, called it. I like when the games look what they're supposed to do. Excellent job, Mischief. Wonderful job, Xanady.
Mischief Cybernetics core finishing here and helping finish off that low ground wall.
Mischief on Discord had a really fun name. JK the Man, I think it was. So I like to believe that his name is JK or something to do with J and K. Oh, maybe he waits for the third base. Maybe that's what that probe is doing, even though he didn't micro at all and it totally
Ooh,
died to that
it's too bad.
those two
Do you think
links.
it's J.K. Simmons?
It might be J.K. Simmons. The profile picture is not J.K. Simmons, but there's a chance that it might still be J.K. Simmons.
I mean, if I were J.K. Simmons, I don't think I'd make my profile picture J.K.
Hey, these links are just gonna get in. Like what? Oh no, they're not. They're
Yeah.
gonna stop just slightly too late. And he's probably like, this is too good to be true. But no, he's gonna get a full. He's gonna get a full scout if he wants it. I mean,
Get him.
Zerg already gets a scout with the Overlord, but he's gonna see a Twilight Council.
Oh boy.
And then I guess you start asking yourself if it's going to be DTs. I don't know how likely that would be in this matchup, but yeah, I don't know. 2 links for 2 probes.
2 links. Yeah, finding some purchase there.
And is he going to get another one? No. A little unfortunate. The Adept, on the other hand, didn't get any kills, and if we look at Mischief's vision, he confirmed a third base, and other than that, didn't really do that much. Something was canceled. I missed that. Oh, we have the resonating glaives, I think. And Poon's in the chat. My dude.
Oh no.
Hey, handsome men. That's nice. What a nice guy. So we get a run by. I'm really bad at checking chat just to let people know who are watching, and also Matt as well. I'm really bad at chat.
I've been paying a little bit of attention to chat, but I don't know how to interact with other people in this setting. And I don't want. I don't know.
Well, what ways are there?
There's no timestamp. So like, if I look up and I read a random thing, it's like, oh, how long's that been up there?
Probably.
Am I responding to something that happened in the last match? The answer is possibly yeah.
Absolutely, it is. Okay, so the door's open again. Man, Xanity's getting really lucky with these lings coming in.
These are some speedy lings.
He does the hold position micro, which I never really understand, but it's there. He did it. And I feel like the Adepts are supposed to be across the map already, because Xanady is making the, like, safety roaches. Mischief is a little supply blocked, unfortunately.
Okay. It's also going for the Carapace upgrade and ranged upgrades, so we're going to see some fancier Zerg units soon. Hey, do you think he's going to build Burrowing Claws?
No, I don't. But maybe. I mean, if he's like a cheeky, Zerg player,
Cheeky
then
guy.
definitely possible. Mm,
Do you think we'll we'll see burrowing claws at all this season?
maybe if we talk about it enough, someone will be like, "I'll do it," you know. But
Yeah.
that's really my
Okay,
only
well,
thought.
I'll do my best to bring it up as often as I can.
Nice. Just, like even in matchups where there isn't a Zerg playing.
Yeah, even like in TVTs,
Ooh, look at this though.
endurance TVT.
From Mischief, the DT shrine in the back, pretty unlikely to get scouted by like a random overlord or something. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like these adepts are hitting relatively late and there should be more of them, so I don't know how much damage this is actually going to do. But as I say that, they all get right into the main and there doesn't seem to be anything that's defending them, so if there was some focus fire on those drones, there'd be so many of them dead right now, but oh wait, there's still tons dead. Never mind, I take that back.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on here.
There
Got
was
the
a lot going on. I have
shades,
to watch that again.
shades booping out.
Yeah, so they're basically
Attacking
even in workers,
wow.
which is always bad for Zerg, as far as I understand.
I believe did Xanadu lose 2 queens there or 1 queen?
If you hold Shift L, you can find out.
1 queen.
So third base being taken. 9/11 Smoke, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. We'll be streaming every Thursday for the foreseeable future if for some reason you enjoy this. Oh my god, Mischief. Look at Mischief's gas geysers. Whoa, this is wild,
Oh
actually.
boy.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is like a my game where I rally into gas because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be a pro gamer. I'm going to rally into gas. And then you put 1,000 people into gas and you feel like an absolute chunko.
We've all been there as well, I think.
This is a pretty scary push.
DTs.
A pretty scary push. You're right, though. No detection from Xanadu.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's coming. It's coming. All right, I think that...
Is it? Oh, ooh.
This is going to be a little rough for Mischief here. He's got to pick up and take off, but he just kind of ditched those instead. Very expensive... Oh, and misrallied probes, too. I think this just isn't his game.
Yeah, like we said, it's, first games of the season, working out a couple kinks.
And absolutely no problem in losing your first match. You can still make it out of the group. It's not like you're out if you lose this, so... And he could always come back in game 2 and 3. Like maybe you're having a bad first game, you hate this map or something.
Yeah.
But I think this is gonna, at the very least, be a destroyed Nexus and more likely GG. I think.
I still have some fight left in him. Got 15 probes on gas, so he might be cooking something up.
Yeah, I mean, even Hydra's kind of joined in the fray. Oh wait, where's the War Prism going? I thought he was going to try and juggle in the War Prism, because that's kind of really the only hope he's got here. But the War Prism is going for like a counter attack. And I mean, it is really hard to break when there's this super battery, which he does have the energy for. So maybe the game's just going to taper for a little bit. Xanity's taking a 5th base, so I mean, I don't think he's that worried.
Oh boy.
And let's see what this War Prism does. Smoke my dude, this is Diamond and under. I don't know exactly what MMR these guys are, but probably Diamond 1 if I had to guess. Maybe a Diamond. Xanity's got to be at least Diamond 1. Got to be really close to that, I'd say. Mischief maybe Diamond 2, Diamond 1, I'd say. So again, huge roach forest going across the map, and to greet them there is kind of a small Protoss army, a little bit out of position, not really near a battery or anything, being cut off from that battery.
Oh boy.
Oh, something is going on in the main of Xanity at the same time, though. You want to look at that, Maddie?
Yeah, so I pressed a bunch of buttons and now the colors are different and I can't see any of the units. So,
hit E.
That's better.
You did it, man. You
yeah,
did
so in
it.
Xanity's base, there's a trio of Dark Templars that are just wrecking stuff up,
Wrecking up.
Not quite, but yeah, not quite able to keep up with roaches on creep, and then scouted by that overseer. So GG is called.
Yeah, GG gets called. He did get a fair amount of drones here, and okay, finally leaving the game. Okay, so we're going to our professional screen, and then we'll jump into game number 2. Okay, so yeah, that was something, all right. Xanity looked very strong there. I hope he's Canadian. Maybe we can claim him if he's not. I don't know.
Oh,
But
that would be great.
yeah, spawning in the bottom left, even though he plays Zerg, he was doing an excellent job. It is Xanity.
And Mischief, who's just a special little guy doing his best, is in the top right. The taupe color. I think I said periwinkle, but it's closer to taupe.
I think we just
Colored Protoss.
call it pink, you know, like
No,
because
but
I
it's
don't know
not
what,
exactly though, is it?
I don't know what taupe or periwinkle is, but you know,
Yeah, but you know,
I absolutely do.
people are gonna nitpick, so I gotta be as
That's true. That's what people are gonna choose to nitpick
painfully
about.
specific. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, hey, it's a really early pool this time, so completely different game. Interesting to choose to early pool when there's a ramp. I mean, again, I don't know the intricacies of this matchup again because I play Terran, but I like when Zergs try to like early pool me on this map because it's just like ramp kind of thing. Obviously, Protoss is gonna be a little bit different because they have to chrono out that Zealot and
Yeah.
well, I mean, try not to die basically, but Mischief is going to come in here, and I believe the big thing for him now is that he doesn't want to let that expand go down. So he's got to he checks to see that there is a pool and no roach war and no second gas, or even first gas maybe, and then he makes sure that the hatch doesn't go down. But the hatch is going to go down, so that's too bad. Oh wait, they're watching nothing right now. I forgot to change the screen. We are professional. Sorry, everybody.
Gotta.
So that
Hey, Smoke. You can't say fellas. Only one of us has control over it. He says, alienating his co-host and.
no, fellas is right because Maddie should realize it. Poon used to always pick up all of my mistakes, and there was a lot of them.
Okay.
So you know.
Yeah. Okay, but Poon has the StarCraft acumen of a young. I don't know. A young Korean guy. Walter Cronenberg, sure. A young Jan Michael Vincent.
Okay, so that was unfortunate that the first Zealot gets picked off, and then nothing else is being built here, actually. So, like, he's going to wait for the Cyber Core. He's going to go with the double Adepts and Chrono, at least one of them. I don't know if you can actually afford a second Chrono. You cannot, so...
If it'll get out. It's going to be close to call. No, it's looking like that gateway's going to go down.
I think it is, too.
Before the first Adept gets out.
Mischief, and that's unfortunate too because that's the Chrono one, of course, but Mischief is like double walling here. The only problem is Xanity's not like crazy all in on this, so like it's not like if he stops this, then Mischief wins. It's more like if he stops this, he's put an insane amount of effort into stopping this. And has an incredibly weird wall now. Yeah, luckily though, he didn't block his Nexus spot, so I mean, I guess we can take small victories here.
Yeah. Probably be sending down a probe looking to expand soon, right?
Yeah, I would honestly think that would be the next priority here, and there it is, yes.
Yeah, right on.
I just want to point out, though, that I noticed that the screen was the wrong screen before I read chat, so, you know, it's kind of like I remembered to change it, you know?
It's sure, buddy. We'll give you that one.
Thanks, man. I don't get a lot of wins in the day-to-day life.
Except when you play StarCraft, am I right?
Actually, I have been winning a fair amount, but that's because I just tanked my MMR hard trying to learn new builds. So you know, like, you know, you win some, you lose some. You have a bad day, which normally means you have a better day the day afterwards.
Yeah.
So Mischief has a probe in the bottom right, which I find interesting because you know how much I love that ninja base when other people do it, but not to me. I don't like when people do it to me, but I like when people do it to other people. I think it's funny.
Ooh, walling with the pardon me, Stargate.
And Xanity did see it, but did he click on it? Hard to tell. If he moves in with the... Oh, he must have seen it because he's pulling that Overlord away, and it's probably thinking it's going to be a Void Ray, which is a little bit more standard in the
Yeah.
current meta.
Yeah, it's too bad he didn't see it a little bit earlier. There might have been a lot of value to be had taking away a Stargate. But I guess they have the Adepts there.
The Stalkers.
Yeah, there's a lot more, and it's Stalkers as well. No, there's 2 Adepts.
Those are sentries. Oh, the Adepts there?
No, there are also Adepts.
Oh, there are. I think we're talking about different things, though. But we've done it. So
Probably.
the Oracle
we
is...
got an Oracle, boys.
Yeah, we did it. We can agree on that. And I think it's going to fly directly to an Overlord. And it does. Did Xanady see that, though? There are no blind spores, so there's a chance for the Oracle to do a lot of damage, but there are 2 queens per base. Very interesting style, actually. So let's see how the Oracle micro is here.
He gets the hell out of there.
I mean, actually, I think that is probably the best call, to be honest.
I don't think there's any other way that could have been handled. So that was
like, he could have
great.
tried to get a singular drone and then got out. Fine, whatever. But like, for the most part, man, do you think Mischief knows something we don't? He's got 5 guys on gas now in the NAT.
I mean,
No,
Mischief probably knows a lot of things I don't know.
That's true.
But
I mean, he absolutely does. You're absolutely right about that.
Does Xanady have Overlord speed?
Yeah, at least the way that
Is that
the
pretty
Overlords
standard
were moving,
now?
it looked like it. Yeah, I think it is.
They look pretty quick.
It's hard to get a scout in on Protoss base without Overlord speed, or at least I think that's generally the accepted idea. If someone is a Protoss main or a Zerg main, they can let me know better. But like, for the most part, I don't normally see Overlord speed against Terran unless they're trying to like psych me out or something.
Right.
Because like, you go into the base, you see they're still mining gas, then you're like, oh no, are they about to roach all in me or Baneling bust or something? But really, it's for Overlord speed. Sometimes it's for roach all in. Xanady is at a pretty healthy drone count. If he can, he can continue all the way up to like 89 or whatever they go up to. But he could also just kind of cut now and just go into like a super heavy dedicated attack. Not sure exactly. I like the hallucinated Phoenix going across the map. We can see what it sees. Nothing too much, really. Sees the infestation pit.
Baneling Nest as well, maybe.
Yeah, that's true too. Double evos. Protoss is in a super weird position in the middle of the map, and with the hallucinated Colossi, which I didn't realize really at all, but it was there, all right. I kind of like this gateway wall. It looks maybe for Baneling run-bys. Maybe Mischief's taken one too many Baneling run-bys to the face.
Just kind of so to funnel them around, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
So this looks like it should be a good fight actually for Mischief, but the Banelings are taking away the Immortal's shield, and yeah, wow, that was unfortunate. Hallucinating the Archons is a fun idea. Oh, but the Overseer is there, so he knows that they are hallucinated. And a little pincer coming in here from Mischief. But Xanady just has too much army. And this is starting to become really, really, really looking like the game is over. I don't want to call a game before it's over, but
it's this is quite a strong attack. I mean, plenty of probes lost already.
Yeah, there's even roaches in the main.
25 and counting.
That too.
Yeah, no, he split them well, and they're doing damage everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Like, wow, Xanady's really given Mischief a run for his money. I don't know, maybe if he's just particularly good at this matchup, or if we've got a contender on our hands here, because...
A contender?
Well, yeah, in in Season 1 and Season 2, both times a Protoss named Roy has been in the finals, and he won the first season, came second the second season, and generally speaking, I never really see anyone that I think is really going to take Roy out, but Xanity's looking good. Slow Zealots running against Roaches is never really what you want, and 2-2 is just about to finish, so like, I don't know, 73 workers are down. I think this game's over.
I think so too. Oh, but the Void Ray barbecuing some roaches. See if this changes anything.
GG gets called. Right. I was
GG's
just wondering
called.
about that too. I guess that's crying. Is a crying face there?
Crying with no mouth.
Okay, so
Tragic.
I'm gonna try not to forget to switch the screen this time. Okay, do you want to do PVT or another PVZ?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, well, let's do the Terran because we just did a PVT. So we're going to Group G now. Game number 1 on your favorite map.
My what?
Your favorite map.
You cut out again, I think. My favorite map?
Yes.
That's not my favorite map.
Am I
My
cutting?
favorite map won't see any play this season.
Unfortunately not, yeah. Okay, so this is Shuyi if she's still in the chat, but in StarCraft she is known as Han Gram.
The pink Protoss spawning in the bottom right is Jotun.
So Shuyi is...
Good luck to both players.
Of course. So Shuyi is Canadian, so we can enjoy that. And Jotun, I don't know where he's from, but, you know. They played on NA. I think he's from NA? I don't remember. They, like, message in the chat and stuff and say their time zones, and then I kind of look at it, and then I immediately forget about it, so...
I think you're cutting out quite a bit, or am I just not hearing you?
I don't know. I mean, my OBS is not seeing any dip in my microphone.
Okay. Then
Smoke
probably
says
no
he can
cause
hear me
for
fine
concern.
too.
Okay,
But, I mean,
it's just me.
So do you want to try disconnecting and reconnecting or something?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
A part of this is us being able to hear each other.
Yeah. Could say that about any relationship.
That's true. We do have a
No,
relationship.
it's gotten better, I guess.
Okay, maybe it's just belief.
Yeah. Can
Okay,
you believe any harder?
So I am trying. I have my arms up like you are Goku about to do the Spirit Bomb.
I see.
And Jotun pulling that probe out with 5 HP, it always triggers me as a Terran player, but I bet your Protoss players love to see it.
So
pulling the
tantalizing. Oh, the jukes!
Oh, still going for it! Oh, she got him. She got him.
You're goddamn right. Well done, Han Garam.
Yeah, so Nexus before Core, and Shuyi sees everything, so good for her. She wants to get this supply depot here pretty soon. Oh, she didn't get an expand yet. Okay, expand is about 20 seconds late, but that's what happens when you're dealing with a probe. And then the supply depot. Fair enough. Another probe of Jotem is still following the SCV. Oh, and he pulls it back. Perfect. So he realizes he pulls it back. I just checked the stream to make sure that I remembered to change the screens.
And did you?
I did, yeah. So, points to me.
Good for you, man.
The stream's a little choppy. Okay, I was actually kind of worried about that. I'll have to change the bitrate if it's choppy. But I appreciate it. Thanks for letting us know. Smoke.
I see. So he built a little wall here against the Reapers. I was initially wondering why the gate went down there, but I figured it out. I'm so smart.
You are a smart young man. I totally agree. And because the supply depot was late, the bunker was a little late, and now the so it looks like 2 SCVs are gonna die. Oh, wait. Oh yeah. I think Jotem could have got that SCV, but I mean, just delaying the CC even more is painful.
Yeah. Each second is is a dagger in the economy of Hangaram.
Absolutely it is. And she's making the right call here that she can kill this Adept, and she did for one Reaper. I guess that's a fair enough trade, but if you can, you want to try to keep your Reaper alive so that it can go back and do some more scouting, because
Yeah.
I don't... Did she see... Oh, she did see the Twilight, but I mean, that just kind of suggests that it could be DTs, it could be Charge, it could be Blink, which it is, but, you know, it's hard to know exactly what it is. And looks like she's going around to eventually check for a 4th base with this Hellion, which I do like. And by 4th base, I mean 3rd base. That's my bad. We saw
That's
GFG
okay.
do this as well. So, Maddie, what are
Oh
you
yeah.
thinking about your new position as caster for the LMSL?
I'm too slow. I'm having trouble keeping up with all the action here, you know?
That's okay. I mean, maybe I'm just talking too quickly. Do you want me to slow it down for you?
No, I don't think so.
It was hard to do. I don't want to do that. So there's no 3rd base yet, which doesn't necessarily mean that there's any sort of like really cheeky shenanigans, but I think that Hangaram maybe should start to wonder what's the money is being spent on.
Oh yeah. She's got to assume tech, right? If there's no
Tech or gateways, it's a little challenging
gates,
either way. Yeah.
true.
If she can get the Hellion into the base, that would be by far the best. But, I mean, she's going to come in here. She's going to see 5 Stalkers and pull away. Excellent timing. Yeah, so I guess maybe there's a chance that she knows that she's about to get blinked on. I think I would like to see maybe another bunker in the main when you see a position like this. But the Stalkers are still at home, so I'm not actually sure what Jotem's plan is here.
Guess he's just gonna warp in and then blink up the ledge into the main.
Yeah, but like think about if the Stalkers had already moved, they could already be there right now. You know,
Yeah.
like this is just giving her time to prepare. And she's got a tank beside the bunker, safe.
And now she's seen the warp prism. Yeah.
She's got a tank on the ramp, also safe. But
Yeah.
I mean, this is a huge... Oh, okay, there you go. So she's moving she's even got a Raven. Oh, I love this single blinks. Okay,
Oh, that's
Raven.
fancy. What some kids are calling the Cheeto dust lands on the majority of the stalkers.
Yeah, but good stutter stepping from Shi, pushing those probes
Yeah.
back. And, well, Protoss lost way more in that engagement than Terran did.
Color me impressed with those stutter steps.
So if you notice on the bottom of the map, Jotem's put a pylon here to block for, not block, sorry, for this scout for drops, which I really like on this map because the main base is so huge. So, I mean, he's definitely got some good moves here. Interesting pathing on his stalkers, but I mean, they make it back home, most of them, and the War Prism's moving out again, and we'll have to wait and see if he's planning some sort of other attack. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see some cheeky backstab? Because, I mean, as we're actually talking,
No,
she's moving in with a huge army, even pulling some
I don't
SCVs.
think it's a backstab. I think the medevacs are just going to be here for support, but I'm prepared to be wrong. Oh, there are Widow Mines, though, too, so maybe she...
Sorry, I meant the War Prism of Jotem. This is totally like a push here, designed to, at the very least... Oh, she is actually attacking. Never mind. Good call, Maddie. She ran in. Unfortunately, all those Widow Mines died, yeah.
That's too bad. I was really hoping those were going to land, to be honest.
Widow Mine shots are so hype, like, to actually be able to see just gigantic hits.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, we already saw enough Widow Mine action tonight for me to have got my fill.
Okay, Super Battery goes down, and Hangaram maybe shouldn't engage into this. She doesn't have a ton of Marauders into 2 Colossi, and she is relatively overstimmed, so I kind of like the choice of just backing up here. But she could do a soft contain as well, which
How do you like this positioning on the tanks?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jotem getting a nice little look with his observer, and I like how there's stalkers in the main in case she chooses to just kind of YOLO boost in there. So I don't know,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good defense. The only thing would be nicer would be if he could just spend his resources. Now he's
I was
floating 15.
I was just about to commend Hangaram for keeping up with the spending.
Yes. Yeah, she's looking.
Very
Her
nice
macro's looking
macro.
on point. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't think she needs to take this fight. There's no third base. Like she just can get
I
more
think
ahead.
she can afford it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
But it's gonna work
Takes
out.
down
So I guess it
all-
doesn't matter.
yeah.
They're totally the right call. Very
Nice.
expensive units. The Colossus going down. I think this is gonna get cleaned up, but she's in such a dominant position with a landed third base. Is it finished though? Yeah, it is. So it's landed. The mules are going down. Yeah, looking very solid PVT here.
Yeah, well. Just like breakdown.
Looking for what,
Mm.
sorry?
Trying to remember the keys to look at the units lost. I figured it out.
Nice. If you want, I can
Yeah.
send you like a little like rundown or like list
No.
or something of it.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be helpful, but we can talk about it later.
Well, I think that you're doing an absolutely wonderful job, and I want to really thank you for being here with me, Dad.
Uh,
Also, Shayi
Or just-
drops the Mule Hammer right as a DT jumps it, like walks into the natural. Like that's so unfortunate. But I mean, she did just finish a turret, so that is kind of lucky. But attacking in multiple places at once, I find so challenging. Even for, well, I mean, not that I'm a very good player, but like 3 DTs are going ham on mineral lines here, and
Yeah.
they didn't play with WCS, so we can't actually follow it. But 26 workers have died this game, so.
yeah. I think the majority of them just now to those, like you say, those 3 DTs.
Yeah, like such a good call here, and it's so challenging to have to. Or at least I find it very challenging. I've even seen Terran players build like turret and then like a bunker at every base so that can't happen. But like,
Oh yeah.
nice call, nice play. Jotem's totally in the game. I mean, we could do the when behind Dark Shrine meme, but like I think that was just excellent. Like very well played. And the War Prism's still running around too, so you have to kind of be scared about this potential drop. He is going through the sensor turret range though, so she sees it if she's looking at her minimap.
Well, there it goes.
Yeah. So a nice pickoff, and notice how Shayi is now actually just crazy Marauder heavy, and that's to deal with the Colossi, and it actually will work relatively well against Storm. Normally by this time, I like to get Ghosts already, and I don't think she dropped a Ghost Academy yet. No, not yet. She just scanned, but I didn't see. Oh, it looks like she scanned the natural. So Jotem's like crazy over mind. And the Ghost.
What do you think the next move is here?
Well, the Ghost Academy is going down for Shiyi, which is absolutely what you want to do. She's building 4 workers at a time, which is awesome. And she's relatively well saturated. Like, of the SCVs that she has. It's unfortunate she lost so many of them.
Yeah. No, but yeah, most of her current base is reasonably well worked right now.
I think that, I mean, I could be wrong here. Maybe one of these guys, people, players, whatever, are going to pull the other one apart with like a multi-harass, because Shi is actually dropping in multiple places at once. A little not at the same time, but like, what are you going to do? I kind of think that this is going to maybe devolve more into 2 big armies just kind of fighting into each other. And if Shi has the EMPs on lock, like if she's good at ghost control, which I mean I'm not sure if she is or not. I haven't been watching her stream recently, but if she's good with ghost control, I think she wins this. But walking up this ramp is probably not what Jotem wants to do. Oh, tries to recall, but I think he's gonna lose everything.
Oh boy, those Vikings making quick work of the Colossi. And those concussive shells doing their work on the Zealots too, huh?
Because like even like with charge, I guess that's probably another patch that would have happened when you weren't like since after you stopped playing. But the Zealots, once they get charged, become a lot faster. But
Like their base move speed?
Yeah, their base
is faster?
Yeah, their
Okay.
base movement.
I do remember you guys talking about that because Hans is a
Protoss player.
Protoss player.
Yeah. Ooh, wow, this is a lot of High Templar. Oh, wait. Sometimes you want the High Templar to be able to cast Storm, and I think he does. He does have it, but immediately warping them into Archons is a little tricky. I don't think. Maybe Jodam did actually know the army was there, but he has to know that he can't take this fight.
Oh, big
those
storms.
Huge
big
storms. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
But that was a pretty big EMP. I think that got everything in the army. So
Yeah, she's gonna clean this up quite well, I think.
those were huge storms, man. Storms are
Those
so
were
scary.
really big storms. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, the
Storms?
DTs to finish up the work of the storms? No.
Storm doesn't stack though, so I don't know how
Okay.
much those were actually doing. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
Right.
So
But they look cool.
They did look very cool. I absolutely agree with this one. I love the landed Vikings, and there was an SCV with that army for some reason. I don't know what that was, but it kind of worked out. She was healing the Viking.
Their mascot.
This is such a cool ghost skin. I don't know what ghost skin this is. The like male ghost skin.
I haven't seen it. It's a skin?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I have a skin for the ghosts, and I'm now thinking that another one is. So hey, that was a climactic end there.
That was crazy.
Okay,
That was
so
quite a contest, I think, of the games we've seen so far, eh?
yeah, I mean, not that we award anything game of the night or whatever, but that was a sick game. Like that was an awesome game.
Many more games to go.
Absolutely, there is. After this, we're going to see a legacy play, and he is also a staple, but we'll talk more about him when it's his turn. So now we're going into game number 2 on Oxide. So spawning in the bottom right, sometimes affiliated with Psystorm Gaming, but recently I think it's been Legion After Dark. It is Hongrom.
And spawning in the bottom left, the Protoss Jotun.
In the pink color. The exactly pink color.
Taupe?
The Topher Grace color. Jodam might be...
I just looked up taupe, or the way I thought taupe was. Well, first of all, taupe is beige. Second of all, taupe is French for mole. So,
so you're
now
calling him a mole?
we all learned something today. I didn't realize our stream was going to be so educational.
Well, I appreciate it, teaching us all different things. Also, this is so weird. Like, I don't know anything about Protoss cheeses, but Jodam went for Pylon Gateway, and I don't know if this is a Max Pax maybe, but Hongram's gonna like find it immediately. Did he put this in? Oh no!
Did she see it?
No, she didn't see it.
Oh boy, it's just positioned to the right of her sightline there with the CV. I think.
I actually love that positioning. I wonder if he meant for the probe to attack, because like if I saw a probe come out of the bushes and attack me, I'd be like, what's this probe doing here? You know, like I think I should look around this area. Like this is a really weird position. Okay, so if this is... Man, I actually have no idea what this is. Because there's no gateway at home either, so it's not a Max Pax where you go gateway Nexus, gateway core maybe? I mean, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter, but it just seems weirdly inefficient.
Gateway's gonna immediately start warping in a Zealot.
With Chrono too, good call.
That's what I meant by warping, but I know warping is just the...
Building.
the general, yeah, it's just building for Protoss.
Okay, so one
He's doing the
zealot.
thing. He's making it fast.
One zealot is finished, but the Reaper's already done. So I guess what Jodam wants here is for the Reaper to go across the map and then 2 zealots to come and deny or delay the expansion. But Shiyi's already like something weird's going on, so she's building it on the high ground anyways. So I honestly
Oh,
don't know what the like best case scenario here is. But let's watch these zealots kind of run in, see
get
no
in there.
expand. Yeah.
It's to get the scout. That's what it's all been about. Okay.
Yeah, so he didn't even grab an SCV there, which is really,
Ooh.
really painful if you're Joden. And then the Reaper can just
Locks out the
kite for
three.
days.
Yeah. He can just tickle the zealots until they die.
Yeah, there's as a Terran player, maybe
Yeah.
you might feel like, oh man, I need to like use my Reaper grenade or something. But it's actually possible when they're on top of the ramp like that for you to accidentally boop them onto your side of the wall, and then you get a zealot.
Really?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a Terran player. And I
That
mean,
I I'd be pretty mad.
I've done that
think
before.
oh man, I'd be furious. Is
Yeah.
that GG?
I mean, it can be, I'd say, but sometimes you gotta pull SCVs to help fight and everything. Okay, wait. Now, Jodam's actually continuing this, though. So, like, this Stalker is not gonna be able to kill the Reaper, but now Shiyi is in a little bit more trouble, to be honest. Like, the Stalker can come up and kind of kite, but because there's a ramp, we're in the same situation that we were in before. So, like, this guy's got to get out of here.
Ooh. Get back to his brother.
Yeah. A little bit of an overextension.
Two
Nice micro.
stalkers looking pretty threatening now, though.
Yeah, if that bunker
not
finishes,
running into
though,
a group. Oh yeah, then that's the end of the attack. What's going on in the Protoss base? Not a lot. Twilight Council not yet building anything, and another gate coming down.
So we got Blink and a Robo coming out. So
Yeah, Robo, yeah. Immortals?
or maybe War Prism to try and like
Yeah.
elevator into the main.
You're more likely, right?
I mean, not necessarily though. Like you can definitely get a couple of Immortals and just try and like shove your way up the ramp, but I don't know. I like sending this Reaper across the map because she's gonna try and get a scout on the tech.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we've been seeing a lot in the 2 Terrans that we've casted tonight, that they're looking for information, and obviously information is very key to this game.
It is. Information is the key.
Hmm.
Well, perhaps not. It's using the information is
I guess that's
the
true.
key. Something players of this level obviously will do something with their information, but players of my level might not always use that information appropriately. Don't know what the hell a lot of it means.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. Hopefully
Yeah.
you'll learn a little bit more, and maybe you'll realize that you actually love StarCraft still.
That seems unlikely. I had fun playing StarCraft, but I don't like playing it with my current keyboard. No,
Oh yeah, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
huge barrier.
Well, if a Legacy is still in the chat, possible that he's not, but he actually used to play, and he might still, I'm not sure, but he showed us video of like streaming on it where he was playing StarCraft with a trackpad, so like not even with a mouse.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't it? Oh yeah, he's still there. Yeah, so isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is. It's similar to so a friend of ours. So Jake.
Yeah.
Jake, I think made it to like reasonably high rank in League of Legends playing with a trackpad, like platinum or diamond.
That's wild, actually.
Yeah, same kind of thing. I mean, obviously, there's way more actions required to control an army in StarCraft 2 than there are to play League of Legends, but there's a level of commitment that some people have to games that I just have never
Never felt.
had or wanted to have.
So Shiyi looks like she's doing a very similar push to the last game, and it's actually looking like it's going to do even more damage, maybe because Jodam didn't have the best of starts. I love also how she moves out. The combat shields is finishing, stim is finishing. She really has this build well done. I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but Legacy said that he took a game from a GM with the trackpad. Like, I can't even imagine that. Like,
with
Legacy, who was it? Do you remember who it was? The GM? Just
hey, you
curious.
can't just out them.
Oh, okay, all
Legacy,
right.
don't tell, don't disrespect them.
Okay, so there's a chance that this disruptor shot completely changes the game because that's basically what that unit
I
is.
want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see the fade away.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, hey, you were right though, weren't you?
Oh no!
Oh no.
That
F.
okay, very funny, but
Can we get an F in chat for that group of stalkers?
wow, that was
Oh boy.
insane. I mean, okay, when disruptors first came out, uh, someone disruptor rushed me, and they didn't realize that like if you F2 after you send the disruptor ball, it gets caught in the F2, so then it just kind of like clumps it together with your units if you send them the thing. We're gonna watch it
Right.
again, but at a better angle because I honestly didn't think that was gonna connect. You know, like it's
It
crazy.
shouldn't have. That was
It's so
just
unfortunate.
really
So we
such
had
an unfortunate misclick, really.
we just had an insane uh wild. Just wild. Unfortunate. But again, Jodam's not out of the tournament either.
Oh,
He jumps to the learners group or whatever we called it. Learners match, sorry. And yeah. So now last series for tonight.
let's go.
So this is another Protoss versus Zerg with a legacy verse.
Optixis?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. So we're on Oxide again, so same map.
Okay.
Mm,
I think
spawn.
we're gonna see a lot of Oxide.
I think we are too actually, but spawning in the top right, playing for Legion the Dark Side. I think it's what it's or what it is. It is a legacy.
And in the bottom left, playing for him own self, is Optixis, the Blue Zerg.
So Optixis, interestingly enough, is actually living in Dubai right now. I'm not sure. Like, I
Okay.
think he's American or is at least going to America, but he's living in Dubai. And a legacy is from Latin America. So the ping in this game must have just been insane. You know, like just
That's
crazy.
quite a distance, yeah. Um, I wonder what's the internet like in the Emirates?
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
assume it's either really good or really bad.
Yeah, it doesn't really have its own server though. Like I honestly don't know how people
Yeah,
like what server people in the Middle East would play to. Maybe like oh yeah, so
sure.
a legacy says ping among plus 200 for both sides. So yeah,
Ooh,
I
yikes.
so so a legacy's
But that's
blocking the hatch here, and the third base is already like third base has been taken as the second base, and I don't want to like disregard anyone's skill or anything, but I think this is a relatively large uh, mismatch here.
okay.
Like just like skill wise, like I don't think these guys would hit each other in the ladder, but we'll see what happens. A legacy like GFG is one of 3 people that have played in LMSL season 1, 2, and 3. So that's pretty cool.
Oh man, another veteran. Welcome back, a legacy.
Yeah.
Gonna say nice to see you again, but it's more like nice to meet you, I suppose.
Yeah. In season 1, I believe he made it to the playoffs and got knocked out. In season 2, I don't even know if he made it to the round of 16, but I hope we see him just absolutely dominate nerds this time.
Dominate nerds.
Well, I mean, it's nice to see the veteran. I mean, a little bit of favoritism, but there's only 3 people that have played in all 3 seasons, and I want to see them do well. You know, like
Yeah, I get it. I understand how you know you might form an attachment with certain contenders.
yeah.
No one thinks any less of you for that, Jeff.
Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate that. So last time I saw a casted legacy, which I mean, it's been quite some time now, but in PVZ he was playing Stargate. So I wonder if that's what he is still doing.
To wait and see.
And on the other side, what did you say again?
Optixis?
Optixis is getting a third base. He's pulling his queen and drones away. It's an unfortunate situation. Like, we all make those mistakes, but like I just happened to click there, and now the stream sees the drones get pulled away into a weird position.
That's too bad. It seems to have fixed it pretty quickly. No units yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's being a
I misspoke. He's
greedy.
got two lings, but he's being really greedy economically.
He's being a
I'm
very
waiting for
greedy boy.
waiting for metabolic boost to finish before building units. That's bold, but Elixir's just letting him get away with it, man. You gotta.
Yeah, actually did a legacy even. Yeah, so he is going Stargate, and he didn't even go across the map um, with his adept, but he did see that there was another base. I guess I'm not sure exactly why it's still in. Oh, maybe he accidentally meant to send it here, but the adept blocked the other adept. I don't know. Because he's got 3 adepts just kind of chilling, you'd think that you'd send at least one out for some scouting information. And 20 Zerglings are now in the production tab.
Oh boy! All right.
So
I see. Yeah.
Optixis went from no units to a ton of units.
That's as the Zerg tend to do. Am I right?
Oh, and double Stargate. Oh, wow. Awesome.
He's gonna barbecue these Zerglings.
Well, yeah, because Zerglings can't deal with Void Rays, so, I mean, this might be a cancel on the third base, because, again, Legacy's probably not expecting 20 Zerglings to run into this, but I think he can afford to lose it, as long as it's cancel. I don't think he wants to lose it.
Maybe he likes to lose it.
Nice.
Madagascar memes? Is it too late in 2021?
I mean, that's a song too, isn't it? Oh no, move it. Wait,
No, yeah. So you're right. It was a song before. It was in Madagascar, like several years before. But now, probably, what year did that movie come out? Like 1973.
Madagascar, man? Oh man, I don't know. I feel like
I think it was the first ever computer animated movie.
With David Schwimmer.
Someone correct me. What? David Schwimmer? Really?
David Schwimmer was Isn't he in that? Isn't he the elephant or something? And Chris Rock is the
maybe
zebra,
he is.
And Ben Stiller is the lion?
Yeah, I kind of forgot that there was an elephant. And there was a hippopotamus. Voiced by some other actor. I don't know.
The one that was in the new Ghostbusters movie, I think. So, so if you're still here, listening to us talk about Madagascar, well, we can get back to the game. A Legacy's going for the Chad Ray upgrade, and Optixis has a bunch of queens, which is good because, I mean, that shoots up because roaches and lings don't. The Hydra Den is about halfway done, but man, Optixis didn't really prepare for a ton of like air units, eh? Like, he saw the Stargates, and then he didn't really make anything.
But I mean, Zerg kind of is open to air attack early on in the game unless you build spores. Like, you'd rely on having a reasonable number of queen. But, I mean, I guess we're at the 7-minute mark here, so...
Oh, that's not a wall! Wow, that's unfortunate.
Oh, hello! Zerglings finding value in the natural and into the main, trying to take out those Stargates.
Well, I mean, did he get a probe? Nope, unfortunately not. I don't think he grabbed a probe at all there. One probe has died this game.
Oh,
so
boy.
maybe that was at that point. So Legacy's finally going to get his third base finished here, which is good. And he's already going into carriers, which is like...
Yeah, it's fast.
It's a pretty late game unit, and as you were saying, Zerg doesn't really have much to do with that until they get into higher tech. So there is a lair. There is Hydralisk upgrades going, just the first one. I don't know which one that is, but David Schwimmer was a giraffe apparently.
The range damage. Wait, there was a... Oh, and that's grooved spines, I believe.
Oh yeah, so what does that do?
Range?
Because you used to love Hydras, eh? Okay, so...
I mean, Hydras were the only thing I knew how to build.
The H key was the only one that worked on your keyboard?
But they, yeah, exactly. But they, well, no, because I use grid, I don't use the. So I guess
Oh,
I think you just had to mash E a bunch or some shit. I don't remember.
fair
But
enough.
anyway,
So I think
well,
this is going to be a cancel fourth or fifth base, whatever you want to call that. And
yeah,
now this is basically like the new meta, kind of like you asked what changed. Well, this is kind of what PV like Protoss vs Zerg looks like, sort of just like Void Rays, kind of like jumping in and killing bases and then leaving, and like this is kind of what it looks like
yeah,
now.
a lot of in and out.
Yeah, I don't think that a
Oh,
Legacy wants to take this fight. Losing one
yeah,
Void for only one Hydra is not a great trade. I mean, he did get the cancel and an Overlord, so it's not like that's all he got. But
yeah.
man, Detroit drones are being rallied to. Oh, huh. The
But
natural wasn't saturated yet. Fair enough, no problem. So,
might be nice to have Overlord spread out a little bit more on the map here. But this is what I do with them anyway. It's just a really, really easy target for
oh, this has to
a
cancel.
cluster of void rays.
Yeah, well, that's the unfortunate thing about this meta
Get 'em,
too,
boys.
is that
Yeah,
you can't like you have to once you see that it's going to be a huge Stargate, you have to pull
yeah,
the Overlords back.
right. Oh yeah, sure. So that
Because
makes
then you
sense.
just lose them. They're like
You lose
flying.
them one at a time.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty
flying minus
frustrating.
100 100s. Or no, sorry, just 100. They don't cost gas. That would be insane if they costed gas.
Yeah, can you imagine if any supply building cost the gas?
Just
It'd
Zergs,
be neat
yeah.
to like imagine though, like a higher tier. With the exception of like the thing you can do with Terran, where you make it bigger, like a higher tier supply building.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
don't know,
cool.
it'd be interesting. Like same build time, but later in the game could offer you more supply. But I mean, I think it's irrelevant
Yeah, yeah, it
to
definitely.
how the game is. I just thinking about is the game be different? Anyway, this is Zerg rallying
So it
near
looks
the
like
edge
we're
of
getting a.
creep here.
I don't. Are these just? Oh no. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say. I mean, we are getting a queen walk, but it's not all the queens. This is another meta that happens that like Zerg does to deal with Sky Toss is that they queen walk, and then
Okay.
like if they have the not injects, sorry, transfuses on point, then they try to keep as many of the like units alive as possible. But these queens are on a move
Yeah.
command, so
Uh oh.
yeah, I think that might
They're
be
just getting
it.
roasted. Charging up the prismatic beam.
Yeah, because like as you know, you don't want to attack the interceptors because like that's what the carriers want you to do. But if you don't have the amount of units, yeah, and there we go. GG gets called, and we're moving on to game number 2. Hey, do you think I should make another like screen for next week? Like I have to keep making new screens, or are we okay with just the my mom says I'm cool?
Whatever you want. I mean, you can go back to the Simpsons well for years, never run out of great ideas.
That's true, and I just keep putting the LittleMac's coach's face on things. I mean, that I
Or
do
you
have
could
some pretty good
just
Photoshop
like
skills.
you could make them StarCraft related, even just involve like pictures of the units or something. I'll try and help you come up with something.
Oh, Legacy split a little weird there, but that's okay, no big deal. Spawning in the bottom right, currently up 1-0. Can he move on to the winner's match? It is a Legacy.
And in the top left, spawning the blue Zerg is Optixis.
Yeah, so this map is pretty big. I'm not actually sure, but I want to say that it is the longest map.
I
Jag
think
might be, but
it might be one of the longest because of the rock walls making a little bit of a maze in the middle, right?
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think that we're gonna see like an early pool or anything, but it looks like a Legacy is gonna be able to block this hatch, and almost like Optixis
The
expected it,
jukes. Yeah.
and he's taken the forward. So
All right.
honestly, lately, if I'm remembering correctly, because I've just kind of been watching some games. Right now, the Masters Fall is going. Uh, No, sorry, if Masters Winter's going. Zerg has been taking
Yeah.
this like forward base as a third. I know you can't see my like screen, but if you look at the
No, I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So the forward base actually they've been taking the forward base as a third because it's easier to queen walk from, and it can
Okay.
kind of like threaten that there is a potential of a queen walk because your creep starts sooner.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder if
exactly.
we'll be seeing any of that later on in the tournament, or in fact this game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I honestly I
That
don't
would.
exactly know when like what like as Zerg is the race I know the least amounts about, so I'm not
Sure.
exactly sure like what constitutes like time where you should queen lock. Like where's like what are like the boxes you need to check, you know, like oh, Protoss is doing
Sure.
this, Protoss is doing this, queen walk is the optimal thing to do kind of thing, you know?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have no input there.
Yeah, I
Um.
know. But it's okay for us to admit that we don't know. Optixis. Oh, a legacy's feeding his cat. That's funny. Mm. So yeah, right before they paused here, Optixis sent his drone all the way around the corner of his bases. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I did.
Oh, and look at
Yeah.
this.
Keeping an eye out. Got meta coming out again. So a little bit more traditional of a Zerg opening.
Yeah, and then do you see what a
More Zerglings
legacy's?
than last.
Do you see what a
Oh
legacy's doing on the
jeez.
top of the
Yeah.
map? Yeah.
There he is.
So I mean, I'm not sure exactly if he like outlined that Optixis was incredibly greedy game one, but if he had done the same thing that he would have done, I think this just straight up kills him. You know, like
Yeah. I mean, there's a very good chance. Case.
so we'll have to
Okay.
see. A Legacy's going for a Sentry next. Very interesting. I don't again, like I also don't very really know Protoss builders all that well, but Adept Sentry is kind of an interesting opening, at least I think it is. Maybe it's very standard. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe against Zerg, it's nice to zone out greedy guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Zerglings?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because I guess what he wants to do is he's blocking the scout. That's why it's patrolling off to the side here. So if an
Sure.
overlord tries to come in, but the sentries basically tickle things to death. You know, like I'm not exactly
Yeah.
sure how much damage that's gonna do, but it doesn't really matter because at the north here, a legacy's got a sentry and um one
And a
mortal.
Mortan.
Yeah, and then another one being chronoed. Like this is gonna be a pretty intense attack here.
Yeah, I think this is. Ooh. Oh my god. Two Stalkers and a Zealot. Oh my god.
Yeah, like just kind of quickly looking around what Optixis has, he's floating a fair amount of money. So like if he had the larva, which he doesn't really, so he's spending his larva. Now he's got four, but like
Yeah.
he's droning so hard again. Like
Maybe he
man,
was. These queens not doing much to help with the macro either. I wonder if it was his.
oh wait, he sees something. He just threw down a bunch of
Was
spines.
it his? Oh yeah. Okay.
I wonder what he sees. The lack of a third base, maybe. Pulling the drones
Might have
away,
been a
like
tip off.
good choice here. He's just gonna buy
Yeah.
time.
Let's see how the queens can help.
Oh, nice surround by the Zerglings here.
Yeah. All right. That's
Oh,
about as good as that defense can look. And the sentries. Yeah.
nice force fields there, keeping that Immortal alive, and I think there maybe was a little bit of negative micro on the Lings, but maybe it's just that hard for Zerg to keep this fight. I do like the transfuses going off, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Honestly, some really impressive micro keeping things alive there. It's just one of those things. Like we knew in the first round there would be some mismatch in the skill of the players, but really impressive defense
Yeah.
for, you know, we knew that attack was going to hit hard.
Yeah, so that's all the games for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Had a lot of fun. We'll be back next week. Don't run off. Well, I mean, you can run off if you want to, but we're gonna raid somebody, and it makes me look good if I have viewers. So don't run off unless you want to. Maddie, got anything to say?
Uh, No, I thanks everyone for tuning in for the inaugural cast of Little Mac StarCraft League Season 3.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. I hope you did too, Matt. I hope everyone who's watching had fun, and we'll see you guys about the same time next week. So so long and stay safe.